Welcome back to week 2 of the 10-week No Bullshit Challenge. I have a confession. I hate the challenge name and I hate the habits that I listed. They're all good habits, but practicality and productivity with context, they're 10 out of 10. But they need context. Practicality and marketability, simplicity, I stunk at that. So I'm not going to repeat what the challenge is. You work it every day, you cut out bullshit food, you have everyone have it, weigh yourself, take a progress photo. Okay? I just don't like explaining it every time because honestly, it's hard to keep anyone's attention. It's too long. Andy Frisella, when you made 75 Hards challenge habits, they're perfect because everyone can just spit out what 75 Hards challenge is. The 10-week no bullshit challenge, fucking impossible, all right? You better have a pillow to fall asleep while I explain how to do the challenge. I was really fronting and flexing by making it so easy in the video when I was saying it, but that was because I memorized the fuck out of it. I have a story for you. I have the story of how I got in shape, along with the lessons and trials and tribulations I went through to get in shape. I have some photos showing you my progress over the years, and some, the stories and themes of what I was like then, how I was eating, all that. After that, I also have the reflection from a client who is going through their first week of the No Bullshit Challenge, where they wrote to me, and I like it because it's a devastating note. It's really not like yippee-ki-yay, fucking yippee. It's sad. I saw this and I was like, this is a good one. Ouch. And I liked it because it shows you not everything is all sunshine and rainbows. So before we get into it, really quickly, I want to shout out the top people right now who I'm training who are losing weight. People over the internet who are eating well because of themselves and me. And how well they're doing. I mean, it's just crazy. Spencer. Now, these weights, these are spanning about 10 to 12 days, depending on the person. But I'm just going to rapid fire them. Weight loss over the last 10 to 12 days. Right now, I have about 9 people I want to shout out. Spencer's lost 5.6 pounds. Molly has lost 4 pounds in the last 10, 11 days. Alicia has lost 3.9 pounds in the last 11, 10 days. Evan has lost 3.2 pounds. Matt has lost 3.1. Andrea has lost 3.1. Cameron has lost 3. These are strangers over the internet. Michaela has lost 3. Joelle has lost 2. These are strangers over the internet losing weight because they're cutting out bullshit food. They're working out every day. They're weighing themselves, and they're holding themselves accountable by not being a fat bitch. And basically, I mean, is it rocket science? No. Congratulations. I love you guys very much. Now, the story of how I got in shape. This is me right now. I am 28, 5'8", and 168. And my heaviest I weighed probably 200 pounds. This photo right here is me, my first ever progress photo, I think, of all time. Maybe I was wrestling. This has to have been freshman year of high school. So I was 14, 15. And this is me now, 14 years later. I should be way more jacked. Isn't that just fucked up? Why do I not look like The Rock? I think I'm going to quit. I think I'm going to quit everything. So this is me when I first started working out, and I have a Lucky Charm symbol to describe the theme of my teenage years, early age years, because I could eat whatever the fuck I wanted and still be in shape because I was just a young boy. Like, I hit the jackpot. I had a very health-conscious dad who taught me how to eat very well. Like, if it weren't for him, I would be no different than anyone you see at a local Walmart or airport. My weight would start with a 2, and I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. So because of my dad, I know that most people should not have a 2 in their weight unless they are 6'6". Boom. I'm just the assassin, just low-key crushing people's spirits. So I'm really lucky in that I'm a young guy, and I'm flourishing. Like, I have no real problems. I just eat, and I work out and play video games and fail school. So I had autism meals such as 4 hot dogs from Trader Joe's, Trader Joe's frozen pizza and orange chicken, and I would just go to the gym. Now, I graduate high school. I become a trainer at a gym after working front desk, work my way up to management. This is me in 2018 while I'm about, 21. I really started recording myself and taking dates and times or progress photos. Now, here's the funny story. I'm going to open up with you real quick. My parents, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. So I started running a gym 2018, and 2019 comes along. I'm like, I feel like my progress is stagnated. I'm really just eating like crap, but I'm working out still a lot, but it's just not cutting it anymore. So you can look at this progression of me. Right here, November to like January of 2019, I decided to hop on. Hop on means hop on testosterone, which I do not recommend, and I mean that. Like, it was a stupid, stupid decision. I wish I could claim full natural. The ugly truth is for like four months, maybe 3, I took exogenous substances to assist me in my weightlifting goals out of need to appear more intimidating to other men in my gym. It was a real self-worth issue. And I hopped on like everybody else there, and I got real big, and that was nice. When I got real big, I mean, I probably gained 8 to 10 pounds over the 3 months. My strength exploded everywhere, but I still ate kind of bad. This difference right here, if you look, this is me holding on to like another 8 pounds. This is me burning off maybe like 5 and probably putting on muscle. This is the best photo of me when it comes to me being on steroids. I like to think this is honestly me maybe now. I'm just more lean than this. I probably have the same size. I didn't even really consider that. I thought it was way smaller when I was on. I thought I was way bigger now. I actually don't look that bad back then. So I was eating everything. I was eating breakfast burritos. I was drinking. I was eating Cheesecake Factory once a week. And I was eating Chipotle. I mean, this is where my symbol, my icon for this theme of my year, this theme is a trash can, because that's what I was treating my body like a fucking trash can. Now, we go into COVID. I put on weight. These are my before photos, okay? This is when I put on weight because the gym shut down. I got off, stuff, the sauce, and I mean, I put on 30 pounds, and I lost so much muscle. Like, it was bad. I lost myself. This is when I actually realized I was like everybody else because I was no longer in shape. Like, I'm that person. I was that person who I talked about last episode where I said, no one considers you when you're fat. That was me. I was experiencing that firsthand. I was a nobody, it felt like. Going from being in shape and respected, top gym bro dog, what's up big dog, to fucking flabby McFlat bitch. I need to stop. So I got fat, and then I lost it, and then I literally just got rid of eating junk food. This next photo is this is basically like 9 months difference. Me getting rid of junk food. I was just too poor to afford junk food, and I had to buy like tuna and canned chicken and bread and eggs. Like, I just got rid of junk food, and I stopped drinking, and I got back in shape, and I remember I had this Instagram story caption where I said, I literally never thought I would see this again. I never thought I would see myself in shape. So 22 to 24 years of age, I basically get in the worst shape of my life, and I now enter the doorstep of the best shape of my life. This is really important. The main takeaway I got from this was I just needed to prioritize single ingredient foods. I needed to stop eating Denny's Grand Slams and Cinnabon Deluxe pancakes at Denny's. So good. And orange chicken. 25 to 27. I am that guy. All right. I mean, Temple, the icon, the theme for these years from 25 to 27. I am that guy. My body is a temple. I basically go, look at this. This is the best shape I think that a guy who's 5'8" can possibly be in. I think the only thing I could have more. No, I'm actually good. I'm honestly really good. This is fine. So, I mean, I was eating nutrition solutions, which is basically perfect food, all the time. And then I would eat their protein donuts and protein bars. In fact, this is a photo of me representing the tits out of them because their shit was so good. I literally go from being a fat fuck to a poster boy for a nutrition solutions advertisement. I am so proud of that. Hold on. You already know. Damn, am I more ripped there? Kind of. So I was eating great. I was sunning. I was doing everything. I was tan, not missing the gym and eating perfect. Now, here's where it crashes and burns. The temple is on fire. 28 years of age, and I come back from my honeymoon fucking having eaten everything inside. Fuck, this is May, bro. This is May. I mean, the diameter, the circumference, the sheer girth, the viscosity and the velocity of the tonnage and the width of this fucking hippopotamus cow 18-wheeler, brother. Damn. And then you know what I did? I got rid of all processed foods. And then that was really it. And then I saunaed. And then I lymphatic drainage myself with the gua sha in the sauna for like 10 days. I'm not even fucking with you. This is the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you're listening to me right now ramble. I'm not even exaggerating when I say in 12 days. I basically went from like a softer version of this. This isn't the exact photo. I wasn't that bad, but like I was in between this photo and this photo like 2 weeks before I posted this or I took this photo. And that was largely because I was fucking just eating these goddamn Nutella pancakes and a ton of bread. Just being real. Just being fucking real. And then a lot of smash burgers and a lot of sushi. Marriage life was, yeah, I put on some weight. Losing it was very easy. Now, the interesting thing about losing weight in my situation is I had the muscle. I just needed to get my body's restoration systems and recovery systems on point. Removing the crap let me sleep better. Removing the crap and incorporating fruit let me perform better and cleaner. And sauna-ing and gua sha-ing has helped me also improve my restoration, my quality restoration, the lack of puffiness in my face. I mean, I feel like a different person compared to where I was. I feel like I'm back at like my prime 25, 27, six-pack. I just got to get more of a tan, more of a natural tan, and that's really the main thing I'm missing. So this is all I did was get rid of the shit, and all the food that I'm eating right now is just whole food. I eat the same damn meal over and over. I get carrots, apples, oranges, bananas, steak, Greek yogurt, eggs. And then I order one thing from a restaurant. People are asking me, what's this sausage that you get? It is native here to the Balkan Peninsula, the Balkan region, known as cevap or cevapcici or something like that, cevap. And it's beef and lamb, and it's just like flame grilled, and it's a mix, and it tastes delicious. And honestly, it's been a staple in my diet because it's so easy to eat. And so far, it's been working. Dude, you see that separation? That's crazy. So far, it's been working. I've been eating a ton of these. They're kind of fatty, and I seem to have been doing fine. I get that plus chicken thigh and a salad, and I have a little bit of bread. The main difference from what I was doing before eating this, I think I've shared it in a previous video for just a second, what I was eating before was this exact same thing, but with about 2 full fucking pitas and like a dollop of cream cheese. I just got rid of it and Wait, look at this angle. Hold on. Wait. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, so I just eat that steak and then fruit. I'm eating fruit and meat and fruit and vegetables. Wow. And I'm in shape. Basically, if you're fat, the reason is because you don't do that. That's it. Now time for the reflection of my... Actually, maybe I'll do this. I'll do my clients and then I'll do mine. Mine's a little heavy. I'm just gonna go off the cuff with mine. I feel like I'm at what's it called? Open Night Poetry Club. Because I don't like to take breaks in my recordings. I like to just get it done in one go. Okay, so this client is 1 week in, and she sends, here's my weekly reflection, but warning you, it's not my best week. I tried to be as honest as possible. This week wasn't my best week. I really don't have anything good to say either. It feels like shit because I know exactly what I need to do, but my mind had other priorities. 2 weeks ago, I was finally diagnosed with an illness that's been plaguing my life for the last couple of years: migraines. Apparently, they aren't just headaches, but a whole body illness that can take you out for 48 hours. I didn't know this, and now everything has started to make sense. I'm not using this as a crutch to get by, but I'm starting to learn the cause and the effect of my illness and how I can manage it better. For starters, I can't be sleeping in past 10 a.m. She's a steakhouse server, so sometimes she's only home. She gets home at like 1. I don't know why, but this sleeping past 10 a.m. always sets me off with a migraine later on in the day. Secondly, I can't be missing out on meals like the way that I have last week due to the lack of time management. I also recently got a new relationship that took my time away from my days off where I usually prep. I need to figure out a schedule that prioritizes myself, but also gives my relationship the attention it needs to succeed. I guess for the next week, I can work on getting up before 10 and creating a routine and a schedule to see my body succeed. Time management is where I fall short, and I feel like that's where the main issue lies, and that's all I have for right now. I have a lot to execute and think about. So this is the classic, I'm in the thick of it. I'm at like a low point, and I need to call it out. And I've got, like maybe like 4 or 5 other positive beaming messages, but I didn't want to share those. I feel better. I feel lighter. I'm a more confident girl now. Yay! This is dandy. This is cute and adorable. But a fellow gym person is in need. And so anytime you're dealing with your biology kit, this is for anyone who has, this is also not medical advice. I must disclose that. This is for anyone who has any sort of medical or chemistry shortcoming. Now, I know that if you know, you know, my chemical imbalance video. For anybody who's working with a deficit of chemical performance or hormonal performance, anyone who's dealing with subpar or low-tier hormonal performance and low vitality, anytime you're dealing with these issues, the best thing for you to do would be natural remedies, nutritional remedies, exercise remedies, and mindfulness remedies to uplift your kit, yourself, your tools, your resources, your pharmacy in your body. We've thought about this, right? Like, it's I know that one of the usual excuses for most people, and I know she's not making an excuse, I know most people will use the excuse of, I have this thing going on. What are the fucking odds that you working out and eating well doesn't make this thing that you have as an issue? What are the odds it doesn't make it better? Or that you find some sort of relief? What are the odds? So this is where I recommended to her, what did I say? I said, obviously, I'm so touched and flattered you share this with me. That's number one. Duh. And I said, this makes our work really clear. We really need to focus on your well-being. All things that go towards paying your body in health are now put on a pedestal. And we need to make you the next placebo. Obviously, the kit to enhance your body's results and positive experience will come around eating well, which is good food, your body being in a positive, proactive, yet calm state, and working on your physical activity in the most productive way possible for you in that moment. Notice a trend? Positive. That's the key word. We're going to gear and aim to complete these functions in the most positive way possible so you can experience them positively in your body. It's a mouthful, I know, but more energy, increased mood and stability, and hopefully a ton of other positive effects and results. So my question for her was, how can we make sure you are doing these tasks seamlessly? How do we motivate you to want to do them? So when in doubt, when handed shit sandwich, I have never thought of my situation ever being worse by, I've never ever wanted to invite my situation being worse by eating worse and skipping the gym. And like, I'm all about adjusting and adapting, but on my worst of days, I'm going to the gym. Like, so long as I have 2 hours of sleep, I don't care if I have no sleep. I'll do something physically for me because it's natural. It's almost like when I'm anxious, I can't help but to walk and to do stuff and do push-ups. Usually you could see dumbbells in the background and foam rollers in the background because I'm doing shit, dude. I'm anxious, I'm doing shit. So I've never thought about responding to shitty situations by getting more unhealthy. Simply put, my reflection, and again, this is a reminder to you if you go through the challenge and you'd like to share your reflection, you can, if you're not a client of mine, you can DM me on Instagram and just copy paste it from your notes app or whatever. And obviously clients can continue sharing them with me, and I will share one every week throughout the next 10 weeks. Now, to close this episode, I'd like to share my reflection. My reflection is heavy. I'm just going to try and be as honest as possible. So I'm 14 days in, 15 days in, no junk food, working out every day, sauna, and doing a healthy habit. My healthy habit is a sauna. I'm like 14 days in. I feel like I've gotten my fucking like treasure back. I feel like I've gotten my trophy, my award, my building block, my hammer, my tool. I feel like I've got him back. That's what it feels like waking up every morning and seeing progress that's visually right in my face. I mean, I'm seeing my veins come out crazier in my workouts. I'm seeing my shirts fill out better in my workouts. I'm not feeling linearly stronger. I'm not experiencing PRs all the time. But what I am experiencing is visual and energetic progress. I wish I was setting PRs, but honestly, I can't complain. It is what it is. So as long as I look better and better every morning and I've get in better shape and I can obviously tell I'm restoring myself, I'm happy. This now brings me to the heavy part of my reflection. All right, so I'm in shape. Now what? What are you going to do with him? I'm laughing at coping. Now that I'm in shape, what am I going to do with him? And I am struck by a quote that I saw while scrolling Instagram Reels. As all of us who scroll Instagram Reels are struck by life-changing quotes. And it was a guy just ranting about some Greek stuff, and he was like, the Greeks would measure the quality of man by the contents of his chest when he dies. And that got me, thinking about how I'm optimizing my life. And I just considered, well, what are the ways that if I were to do things in my life and I were to pursue tasks, meaningful tasks, endeavors, journeys, if I were to pursue or chase down these adventures for me, which ones would give me the most full and complete chest when I die? That got me thinking. Now, I share this to hold you accountable because, frankly, I train a lot of people who are fucking dull. No offense. Not even current day. I'm talking like, I don't train any tards right now. Well, I'm not in, so if you're watching this, you're not a tard. Just know if you're a client and you're watching this, just know you're not a tard. The ones who aren't watching it. So, honestly, I share this to inspire people because I know when people give me their complaint of their, maybe sometimes their lack of results, I just go, your standards are so low. And this is a useful frame I've found really hit me hard, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to think about, okay, let me be real with you. So I set a little goal for myself, right? I said, this is my thing that would make me feel full when I die. I achieve this, the contents of my chest will be worthwhile. I said what it was, and now I'm holding myself accountable to that. And now with each night that passes, if I do not achieve that, I wake up with a pit of despair. It's actually maybe a sign that I'm doing things right. So I'll leave you with this. To be fair, technically, what I said I want my goal to be, I will not share. Even though it's directly in line with all the work that I want to do, I am not going to share it. Next week, I'll share a reflection, my reflection as well, and any other topic that I see fit, such as how I got in shape, maybe some more of the lessons of how I got in shape. And if you are somebody who wants help talking through their fitness goals and their challenges, I would highly encourage you to schedule a call in my bio below. It's free, and it'll just have you pick a time that works for both you and me, and it'll have you fill in what the nature of your situation is. And then from there, you and I can talk more about your fitness goals, and I just love helping people when it comes to that. So feel free to schedule. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, or feel free to let me know what you thought of it. And I hope that you, particularly men, this message more applies to you. I hope you're able to pass with the contents in your chest that you're proud of. I felt like they gave me so much meaning when I really thought about that. And now we chase, and we chase tirelessly until we achieve it. I'll see you next week.